everybody, and welcome to our Let's Play of Shantae Half-Genie Hero. My name is Weeb, of course, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Terrific. Say hello, Terrific.
Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Terrific here. And yeah, we're diving into our second Shantae little adventure.
Perfect. I'm glad you said that, because yeah, for anyone who hasn't, maybe seen on the channel, earlier we played Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, which is actually third in the series, and this time we're playing Shantae Half-Genie Hero. Funny thing is, a lot of people say that the series, they feel it peaked with Pirate's Curse. That's a lot of people's favorites, which it might be my favorite too. I'm not really too sure yet. But I really love Half-Genie Hero. It holds a really special place in my heart. I think it has some really cool stuff to offer. That's why I'm excited to play this and talk about some details and stuff behind the scenes, like how was the Kickstarter and stuff. So without further ado, let's dive in, guys, and let's hope for a great adventure. Alrighty, so we get to see Shantae's house. We don't really usually get to see it. If you remember in the last part, we kind of saw inside her house briefly when she got into the tub. That was a trap. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that now.
You're like, oh, I remember that. But yeah, it starts with Shantae sleeping. If you remember the previous game, she had lost her powers, got them back at the very end, and this kind of picks up where that left off. Real quick before we go on, I just want to say, if you look at her window, it showed her window in this and the animated little intro for the fifth game. That's what made a lot of people go, oh my god, Shantae for Smash, because it looks like the Smash symbol if you look at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, right. So Shantae, she's all drowsy. She's like, huh? Is someone there? And she's like, hello. And then she just jumps out of bed. She's just ready to go. Of course, we can only jump. We don't have a hair whip yet because her hair is all loose. She just isn't ready for combat.
Yeah, like we caught her off guard.
Yeah, so it's kind of cute.
I like it.
Oh, gotcha. So it's kind of cool because we never really get to see her house. Usually what we see is that top room, but here we get to see her room. As you can see, she hangs her clothes inside. I don't know why. And then she has like her little kitchen and stuff, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, this is her house. We don't usually get to see it, so that's kind of fun. And then, yeah, we basically have to follow this path to town because something awoke her.
Ooh.
All right. And I really like the art. That's something I was going to talk about. A lot of people like Pirate's Curse because it uses like a pixel art style, which is really nice, not going to lie. But I really like that if you look at this game, it has like a hand-drawn style. If you can see from the character art and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, I kind of like this art style better. Pixel art can be good, but I'm just a fan for hand-drawn.
Hand-drawn a little bit more, yeah. And it kind of sucks. Well, it sucks and it doesn't. Every game uses a different art style, so that's kind of a shame this is the only one that does it, and then the fifth one kind of moved away from it a bit. But that's another reason that I just think this game's unique. Like I was talking about how it has some stuff I like about it. I like that it's hand-drawn, so... All right, so she's all drowsy. She's like, oh, uncle, you fell asleep in your workshop again. And she's like, huh? I've never seen that trap door before. I wonder where it leads. And so, yeah, so old man's sleeping. We're going to go in this trap door. And we're in some sort of a crazy dungeon thing. Look.
Yeah, I mean, that's some pretty deep dungeon. Wonder what he's got down here,
Bat creatures. That's it, uncle? Just bat creatures? Yeah, that's my thing.
Wait, what if he's Batman?
What if he is Batman? It's like a primitive version of Batman, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so in case you're noticing, the enemies, since I can't attack them, I'm making them run into the fire, and that's how you defeat them, so... Yeah, what if he's like a primitive version of Batman? He's like making tech and stuff. What if he's like this era's version of Batman? That'd be cool. He's kind of fat though. I don't know how he really do anything. She's like, what is this place? Does Uncle even know it's down here? She goes, there goes that voice again. Welcome, daughter of the genies. Who said that? Whoever you are, you had better come out right now. Yeah, because remember how we you asked if we ever really get more background about her mother and stuff, because we know her mom's a genie. So kind of, we get some hints. Like here in this one, for instance, we have the genies talking to her. So it says, don't be afraid. And then, who are you? A messenger from the genie realm. I've summoned you here to warn you of a great danger. Very soon, an agent of darkness will strike at the heart of our world. It seeks to corrupt our magic and use it for its own selfish gain. With our power at its disposal, the agent of darkness will reign supreme over both our worlds, and no one will escape its wrath. She goes, oh no, this sounds serious. How do we stop it? As a daughter of the genies, only you have the power to do this. She's me, but how? I will help you where I can, listen for my voice, and follow your heart as you always have. Ah yes, that magical power, the heart. Only then can both our worlds be saved. She's like, wait, don't go. What about my mother? Is she there with you? And then ellipses. I can barely hear you. Is she in danger too? Please tell me. Ellipses. Please, I have to know. Don't leave me. But it's too late. But here's what I mean. They kind of hint at stuff here and there. There hasn't really been anything solid so far in the games, but it's always in the background. They're always kind of hinting and teasing at genie stuff, you know?
Listen, I'm gonna need this game to just go like full force with the lore one of these days.
I mean, hopefully, right? I mean, the fifth one, the one that's after this, it does add more. It talks about other genies, for instance. So it's getting there, you know what I mean? So she's like, that was some crazy dream I had. No more comic books in bed from now on. And that whole tub of cookie dough ice cream probably didn't help much either. Oh, well, now that I'm up, it's time to meet Uncle. He's probably at his workshop and knee deep in gizmos and gewgaws. And as you can see in this game, when you just leave her sitting, she just does a little dance, which is really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone kind of does. If you notice, look at everyone just kind of like bops to the music.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Man, could you imagine if like the overworld of our own lives had music to it?
Right, and everyone's just kind of like dancing to it, just vibing. Yeah. I want to talk to the people because I remember some of them have some funny stuff to say. Hold on. This is the item shop if you enjoy customizing your abilities. Hey girl, press X to shake those hips. Oh, because in this game, that's the whole point. You dance to transform. We don't have any transformations yet, but this is what you pull up and you do a little dance. So, cool, right?
Yeah, man. I've always wanted to see you shake your hips.
Exactly. It looks like the art gallery is closed right now. No relaxing visuals for this guy. So this man's an artist. He's sad. Look at him. Oh, I think this little kid's the one that says the funny thing. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Are you a Medusa? Mom always tells me to avert my eyes when you walk by. I love that. The little kid doesn't understand why his mom says not to stare. So.
Oh, man. That's funny.
The old man who saves your progress, he's always staying over by the town gate. Yeah, they didn't really explain what's up with the old guy. There's just these old dudes that all look the same to save your game. They didn't really explain why. It's kind of weird, honestly.
Well, maybe this is their type of volunteer work in their retirement.
Maybe. I mean, they didn't really explain what's up with that. You press plus to check the sub-screen, fill your pockets with treasures and good eats. Yeah, I kind of like I like the main menu here a bit than in like the previous game. See how everything's on one page, and the other one I think you had to like really jump around a lot. Like it was different pages. I like that here it's all on one page. It looks nice. Yeah,
it looks a lot more clean. Looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this guy. This guy's feeling it. Look at him. Me, I'm a guard. That's it. I'm a guard. Okay. You're the protector genie. I've heard. Oh, my bad. You're the protector genie. I've heard you can whip monsters with your hair by pressing Y. Yeah, exactly. All right, so there we go. So we've collected some money. We're already up to 20, which is pretty good. But yeah, we need a lot if we want to buy everything. Let's see. So I think we have to go in here. This is the only place that's open. And here's the uncle. Yeah, I cannot imagine this dude being Batman. He's just way too round.
Look, you never gave him a chance.
I mean, you're right. Maybe he can impress us. Maybe it's all muscle, right? You never know.
Yeah.
Okay, she's like, good morning, uncle. Say, I had the weirdest dream last night. And you can tell me all about it. But first, give your old Uncle Mimic a hand, will you? Sure, is this something to do with your new invention? You'll see. I got a mechanical part on back order. Should have arrived today. I sent your pal Bolo over to the item shop to pick it up. But he hasn't come back yet. That was over an hour ago. Always just head in the clouds, that boy. Would you mind picking up that part for me? Sure thing, uncle. All right, so Bolo is lost. We have to find Bolo, apparently. Yeah, Bolo's kind of an idiot.
Listen, Bolo's out here living life, just chilling.
He kind of is, right? He just sounds like he got something going on. All right, what's this guy say? Welcome to the item shop. We'll be open for business in just a few minutes. Okay, I thought you'd be at the item shop. How about Skies? Maybe he's at Skies. I don't really understand Sky's hair because it's like all tied down, but she has like two little like things just sticking out from the like top. It's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
A cool breeze feels amazing, but I think we're in for another hot one. Good morning, Sky. Have you seen Bolo? Try the bathhouse. Last I saw him was headed in that direction. Okay, there we go. So she gives us a hint. Right. There he is. Maybe he's like just perving on this lady. I feel like he's just staring at her.
I'm so proud.
Yeah, I think he is. Bolo, what are you doing in the bathhouse? Uncle's waiting for you to deliver his package. You're in the wrong shop, you numbskull. And he's like, this woman, she's like a bathroom angel.
Wow.
Oh, good gravy, not this again. Snap out of it. Can't look away. Never mind, I'll talk to her. So he's just staring at her like a weirdo. Look at him. Good morning and welcome to the Bathhouse, a place where you can rejuvenate your body and spirit with the tranquil sounds and scents of hardcore white knuckle, full throttle max relaxation. Normally I'd offer you advice about your quest, but right now I'm trying to figure out where this receipt came from. Whoever delivered that drooling buffoon statue over there must have dropped it. Anyway, if you're heading to the shop next door, please take this receipt with you. Cool, so we got a receipt. And remember, if you ever lose your way, come see me for a free hint. I don't remember if that was a thing in the other games, actually. I don't remember if you could talk to her for a hint. But yeah, that becomes a thing in this game. If you're kind of stuck, you can go in there, and she'll kind of push you in the right direction in case you're wondering what to do.
Yeah, I always love that in games like these.
Yeah, I remember how Link's Awakening had that. But I mean, we never really used it because I was like helping you. But remember, we did do it a few times by talking to that old guy on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool when they do that in a game. That way, it's like if you don't get totally stuck. There's like some sort of resource, you know?
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, you're picking up." Oh, I thought they said you're picking up your uncle then. I mean, my uncle's not like a child. I have to like pick him up or something. You're picking up for your uncle then. Just show me the receipt and I'll fetch it for you. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Yep. Here's his order. It was stuck to this box of hard drives. Magnet. Oh, I remember how this world's weird because it's like they don't really have a lot of technology, but it hints at like being like a post-apocalypse or something.
Yeah.
Right there, he mentions hard drives, and the uncle he mentions technology from like the old days, but it's like new technology. You know what I mean? Like it's really weird, right? Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Ah, you have something for me? What happened?
Now I was gonna say, if that's the case, what if he really is Batman and he's using the old high-tech technology?
Oh, I can see it. I know what you're talking about. It could be, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's old man Bruce Wayne. And Shantae's just another Robin.
That's true. Let's hope she doesn't die, though.
I mean, only like one Robin has died. And they got better. They came back to life, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you have something for me? Sure. You gave Magnet. Ho ho, it's here. My magnet has finally arrived. That means it's time to show off my latest invention. It's the Auto Blow 3000. Oh my, what is it, Uncle? Something to help you defend the town. The Auto Blow 3000.
Oh my gosh.
I call it the Dynamo. Dino meow? Dynamo, it's a contraption from, see, he's talking about right there, the old world that I'm attempting to piece back together. That magnet you brought me goes right here, like that, you see? Once it's completed, this machine will generate enough electricity to light up Skulltown day and night. It'll chase away every monster and pirate within a 10-mile radius. Wait, how is giving them electricity gonna get rid of monsters, though?
Maybe they're scared of the light?
Okay, maybe that part, but pirates? You think pirates would be even more like, ooh,
Yeah.
what's that?
Yeah, maybe it's like one of those things where, since there's, light sources everywhere, we can't like sneak around as much.
Oh, I can see that. Okay. And within a 10-mile radius, Skulltown will be safe and sound, and you get to relax for a change. That's amazing, Uncle. When will it be ready? Well, there's still a few components missing, but I'm getting close. Next, I need to add let's see here. Where are my dynamo blueprints? I had them last night, but now they're gone. Did you try looking in the basement? Basement? My workshop hasn't got one. But there's a trap door right in the... Yeah, he just runs by. Ah, a Tinkerbat. The filthy pirate just ran off with my blueprints. Don't worry, Uncle, I'll... You just hear people yelling in the background. Or this is on fire crap. Oh, no. That's great. Just everything's just getting destroyed. It says, was that cannon fire? That blast came from Main Street. I've got to go. Scuttletown is under attack. You'll need a ride. Head to Sky's Hatchery quickly. Oh, there's something I was going to talk about. The map is a bit different here. Remember how in the other game, for instance, if you kept going this way, it would lead to your house. Remember, there was like a whole area over here?
Yeah.
Here it doesn't have that. Even though here we're already, you would think, in Scuttletown, apparently this area is different from Main Street. So here the map is just different, is what I was going to say. Weird, right?
Yeah.
So we talk to Sky. Sky, I heard it. Main Street is under attack. I'll give you a ride, but none of my birds is big enough. That is unless what? Wrench, I need you. Ready to show Shantae our newest trick? Caw! Mega Wrench Metamorphosis. How did he... Here. Yeah, so remember in their game, the pirate ship is what we used to go to different little hub worlds? Here it's the bird, and we use the bird whistle.
Oh,
so once again, a little bit different. A bird whistle. I'll explain later. Just get on already.
You know, I was gonna say I can see a crossover with Skyward Sword. They both ride birds. They both have like seemingly ancient high-tech society.
Definitely wouldn't be the weirdest crossover.
Yeah.
Eek. Relax. Wrench can stay this size for several seconds. Seconds. Just choose a location and we'll drop you off. Guys, see, isn't it kind of weird? So this is Town Square, and then it makes it look like it's like a whole different city for Main Street. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's just how they did the layout. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, there you go. So that's how you travel around here. Instead of a ship, you go by bird. Yeah, because you know how Legend of Zelda crossed over with Cadence of Hyrule?
Uh-huh.
It'd be kind of cool if they did a little crossover with like Shantae.
Yeah.
It would work because they're both like, you know, games where you have to like go to dungeons, get items, explore, you know, etc. It could kind of work, honestly. This is your stop. Happen. Now about that bird whistle, I've added it to your subscreen. That right there. You think Shantae would be like, what's a subscreen? All the items to collect can be found there. If you ever need a lift, go to your subscreen and blow that whistle. Got that? You bet. Now watch as I give those pirates a taste of my silky split ends of justice. Oh wait, doesn't split ends mean your hair isn't silky? Doesn't that mean it's damaged?
Yeah, I believe so.
So how would it be silky split ends?
Shantae used her genie magic. Just don't question it.
Her hair's all messed up, but somehow it's still like good down now. She's like, sigh. Just go. I won't let you down. I won't let you down either. No, I mean, I'm literally not laying you down. Get. Ouch, what's her deal? That's super screwed up, right? Like, she's giving you a ride. She just like throws you off. Like, really?
That's funny.
Oh, yes. Here's the first official level. Something I love. Can you hear the song in the background?
Yes.
So this is the official theme for this game. Interesting fact. The girl who does the voice of Shantae also sings the theme.
Oh.
Yeah, she's really talented. Her name is Christina V. She voices Shantae. She voices... what's the name of that? I'm trying to remember what that show is. Miraculous Ladybug or something like that. She voices Ladybug. She's done a bunch of like dubs for anime. She voiced some character in that game I was telling you about, River City Girls, where I take that little beat 'em up with the two girls. She voices a character in that. She voices so much stuff. She's like really talented. And yeah, it's cool because she's not only a voice actress, but she's a singer too. So this is her singing the theme. And if you go to her channel, I think she sings other stuff and she does covers. So she's like super talented. She's super cool. I've been following her like, you know, like career for a while. You know what I mean? So anytime I hear about her being something, it always gets me super excited.
I mean, kind of sounds like you got a crush on her, man.
Man, a bit, yeah. Not gonna lie. Let's just be honest. Yeah, she's cool, man. I'm gonna be super honest. Yeah. But she never noticed me.
It's okay. That's why I just kidnap her and lock her in your basement.
Oh God. Just go full on freaking obsessed fan.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out for me. Now I have a wife and a daughter.
Oh no. Wait, what did your wife do before she met you? Oh no.
Oh man.
Like you know how you haven't seen that one actress in a while? Yeah, that's her. Like what? Like, oh no.
Oh man.
There's some random actress. You know, have you heard of some like whatever actress since like early 2010? Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it was all me. Took a lot of years to convince her to marry me, but you know, I made it work.
Like the Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
came in eventually. Oh God, it's terrible.
Yeah, listen here, kids. Do not make someone experience Stockholm syndrome. And if you do, make sure you have a pretty good basement to lock them in.
Pretty good what?
Pretty good basement so that you can get away with it.
Oh God, jeez, that's terrible. No, we do not condone this. It wasn't that they put in front of the DVDs. Like the opinions of Terrific are not the same of We Rabbit Incorporated. But anyway, the game's really good. If you listen to it, it's like really cool. Like, there's a whole part where there's like a really sick guitar solo and stuff. Oh, because not only that. So the girl who does the voice of Shantae, her name's Christina V. She's really talented. The guy who does the music for this, he's the music for other stuff too. His name is Jake Kaufman. And if you look him up, he has like a really cool career too, where he's done all sorts of really good video game music as well.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where like as the series progresses, you know, they've picked up some really good people, and it's like I don't know, that's how I get excited for the series. I think that as it goes on, it's really well established, you know, it's really cool.
Not well established enough. When's the Shantae movie coming?
I don't know. That's a good question. It kind of sucks. The song ends right there, but it's whatever. This, I believe, is actually the song they put in Smash, I think, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's called like The Town's Burning or Burning Town or something like that. I believe this is actually the song they put in Smash when they put the Shantae costume.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of wish it was the other theme, honestly. I think it's like way more catchy, but it's fine. I think they just wanted something that didn't have vocals, that's why. Oh, see this girl up here? We actually can come back to this level later, and you can actually help her with something once we have the power to actually get up there.
Well, why would we want to do that?
Why what?
Why would we want to help people? This isn't that kind of game.
It is, actually.
Oh, okay. Who knew?
All disappointed? Oh, I didn't sign up for this. Help people. Ew. No, but yeah, it's one of those things where, because it's a Metroidvania. Metroidvania is the kind of game where you always, you know, pick up moves along the way, and you go back to like different areas and like, you know, access stuff you couldn't before. So we'll definitely be to like all the levels we've seen. We'll definitely be returning at different times, and we'll be doing stuff that we missed the first time, you know, that sort of thing. Stuff we couldn't access, so.
I don't want to return to other levels. Why can't the game just end after the first mission?
Oh my God, you're so stupid. That was so bad. It was such a crappy game. Like, it's super linear. It ends after one level.
Oh,
like, you don't power up or anything. It's just, oh my God, it was so bad. You suck.
That's my kind of game right there.
I know. You always like describe games are so boring. I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not playing that.
Oh,
you're terrible.
I know I am.
Oh, hold on. That. Oh, they make it. Okay. Wait, why is she not reaching it? What the heck? Okay, I'm missing something. Hold on. Why is she not reaching it? There we go. Okay, so I need to get on the edge, that's why. And then you have to, of course, jump at the right time. So here we go, you have to jump, you have to time it. There we go. Oh, real quick, I guess, since, you know, right now we're kind of just making our way through the level.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I mentioned it before, but this game was actually a Kickstarter project.
What's a Kickstarter?
You know, where like they say, oh, you know, we're trying to make a game but we don't really have the money because, you know, Shantae, it's made by a small studio. It's a little indie studio. So basically they're like, hey, if you help us fund this game, when it comes out, you not only get like a copy of the game, but there's all sorts of other goodies, you know, like you'll get, you know, like art and let's say in-game costumes, you know, it just depends on the Kickstarter, right? But usually you get all sorts of cool merch in exchange for helping them make the game. And so it's kind of funny because I think they launched the Kickstarter for this. Oh, never mind. We'll talk about this later because we're about to do a boss fight. So, no, shut up.
Oh,
I know you're trying to interrupt me. No, all the pirates are Tinkerbats, which means the person behind the attack must be. Yeah, it's everyone's favorite bodacious pirate.
heck yeah.
Watch you be like Jack Sparrow. I'm super stupid. Like what? No. Oh, risky boots. I thought so. Tut tut. Call me Queen of the Seven Seas, if you please. Back to your old tricks, I see. Yeah, because remember how in the last game they actually teamed up and stuff? It's kind of weird that in this one she's just like, nah, we're enemies again.
Yeah, I know. Like she just decided, like, all right, I used you enough.
Yeah, so back to your old tricks, I see. You don't sound happy to see me. No matter. I have what I came for. Looking for this. Uncle's blueprint. Give that back. Yeah, it feels weird because sometimes I say the line out loud, but then the actress actually says it too, so it's kind of like, oh. Your dim witted relic hunting uncle is always unearthing valuables from the Lost Age. See, they hinted at it again. The Lost Age. Weird. The Lost Age, and whatever secrets this blueprint contains, I want them. How else can I claim my rightful place as ruler over all of Sequin Land? Ho ho ho. Now step aside or suffer the might of my part omni-organic, partially titanic, ocean optional tinker slug. She's like, poop toot? Don't call it that. She's all pissed off. Men, it would be her man never answer. Lock and load. Let's give this brat a proper workout.
Hey,
she doesn't give us a proper workout, huh?
Yeah,
go for that.
I'm okay
Tinker
with that,
slug.
yeah.
Don't call it poop toot. I hear she said it. She's like, destroy poop toot. That's cute. That's my number. This one's really easy. You just kind of you hit the bell. You hit this into her. And you whack the crap out of this, and you just rinse and repeat.
Nice.
Oh, we're gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't catch on. I was just being cheeky by asking what's a Kickstarter. I figured that you would just say, "Oh, shut up, terrific," but you ruined the moment.
No, I thought maybe you didn't know. There's a lot of stuff you seem to not know and be ignorant of. So I'm like, oh, it's just terrific being terrific. Let me explain to him.
No, you ruined the moment, man. I need you to tell me to shut up at least twice an episode.
Well, don't worry. You'll be told to shut up plenty later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, good. You better promise. You're gonna keep that promise.
Oh man, but yeah, no, Kickstarter's pretty fun though. It's kind of nice how you
have you kickstarted anything in the past?
No, I've kickstarted all of nothing.
Really? I've kickstarted quite a few things. Unfortunately, Shantae is not one of them. By the time I heard about and really got into the series, that Kickstarter lasted a while, by the way. It's one of those things where, like, you know, Kickstarters usually last a while. Let's say they say, like, oh, the game will... Oh, there we go, we beat it already. Let's say they say, like, oh, the game will be out, like, in 2018, December. It'll come out, like, March of, like, 2020. It just always happens where they get money and they have to, like, take more time than they thought. And sometimes they add to the game, etc. Yeah. So by the time I found out about the Kickstarter, we were, like, in the middle of, like, it had ended, like, years ago. I said, surrender the blueprints, Risky Boots. Ah, so you've managed to get the upper hand, but you're only postponing my inevitable victory. You got Dynamo Blueprints. Another time, runt. Move it, you lubbers. Yeah, I love the little laugh. Oh, did I ever say Christina V also voices Risky Boots?
Man, that's like the perfect woman right there, man.
That's really cool. So she voices this, like, kind of, you know, like really sweet, kind of high-pitched, like, you know, genie character, and she also voices this more like, you know, kind of how would you describe the voice of Risky Boots? It's more like husky, I guess, like a more husky voice. She has like that laugh from anime that the rich ladies do and stuff, so it's pretty fun. She says ho ho ho, and she flew away. She's retreating. Yeah, she's saying don't come back. Hey, how do you like that? I actually beat her right away for a change. I better get those blueprints back to Uncle. Yeah, because you know how like in the other game she's like the last boss or whatever.
Mhm.
So here she's like, huh, that was a little too easy. Oh boy. Alrighty. Oh, and if I remember correctly, you know how so far we haven't had any like real magic, right?
Mhm.
So I think we're gonna unlock our first magic piece. Daughter of the Genies, welcome to the Genie realm. Take this transformation and enter the light. It's a monkey. Look at it. You got monkey dance. Use this power to scale walls. Press X to dance. Yeah, so that's really cool. Like, so you do it. And we're a monkey now. So you can climb walls and slide up and down. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how this game works. Remember how the other game was more about like getting items, using items? This one, we unlock moves along the way, transformations, and you use the transformations to, like I said, go through levels and go back to stuff you missed. Fun, right?
Yeah. And it seems to be a little bit more user-friendly than some of the items, because I remember you having a couple of issues with a few of the items.
Oh, I know, because there was like a certain controls you had to press, and like, oh yeah, this one is definitely easier because it's like, okay, use the transformation, you know. So
yeah, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, would you like to save the game? Let's do that. All right. All right, I think we're gonna stop here. I think that's enough for part one because we've been going for a bit. But there you go, guys. That is the end of part one. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. As you can see, so far we don't really know what the breadth of the game is yet. All we know is that Risky attacked. She took the blueprints. We got it back real quick. So it's kind of like, huh? If we defeated Risky so quick, what is the big danger this time around? We don't really know, but we'll save that for next time. Thank you, terrific, for being here. Hopefully, you enjoyed part one.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. And if you guys like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Join us next time for part two. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this playthrough. I'll try to have more trivia and stuff about the game here and there. And yeah, join us next time. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.